everyone, I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful day. Welcome to the channel Beadara, and today we are going to be opening something very exciting and definitely a monthly subscription box that I'm continuing. Today we are going to be opening what I received in the mail, and it is the Potomac's Best Bead Box XL. I can't wait to jump into this with you all, and I'm going to open it and come back. At this moment, I'm going to be doing a first look. After this, I'm going to put the box to the side and we're going to be going through them one at a time so that each and every one of them is an absolute surprise for each of us. As you see, when I open the box, the very first note that we see says Seaside Zen. It gives us an absolute vibe of what we're about to see and continuing on throughout this box. Right here, Potomac Beads has the Best Bead Box XL Seaside Zen. Take some time for yourself this month and sit by the ocean with your beads. Focus your breathing and find your inner peace in hues of cerulean, jade, and gold. This is your chance to slow down and obtain calming Om with this moment's Seaside Zen Best Bead Box. Namaste. Out of consideration and respect for Potomac Beads, I am not going to show the insides of these patterns. I will show you the names and I will show you where you can look them up, but I will not open them and show you these patterns because I truly feel that each person should purchase a subscription themselves or the pattern. Before I take a moment to get into these patterns, I would like to say that I have gotten a few boxes from Potomac Beads before, since I do have the year-long subscription, and their past patterns that I have gotten, they have been much larger in the scale of how big they are. And these patterns that came this time, they are small little booklets. I really like the adjustment that they've made. I feel like I could fit these into so many more things and carry them with me easier when they are this size. It's perfect. Thank you for changing that up. It's such an improvement. With these patterns, I am going to start with this one here. These are the requirements for this pattern. This is the yoga bracelet. It is a 16 to 18 inch wrap bracelet, and as you can see, the theme is very seaside to go with our Seaside Zen theme. Moving on, we are going to look at our crystal tassel caps pattern. Ali Buckman designed this one, and the person who designed the yoga bracelet was also Ali Buckman. These are the materials you will need to make this pendant or earring. I feel like this is a component piece. You can really turn this into anything, but these are meant to be earrings. Moving on to our bonus pattern, this is the Luminous necklace. It is for an 18-inch long necklace, and these are the materials that you will need to make this necklace. I love this necklace. The tubelets case this stone in so well. What I want to say is, since it is a bonus pattern, the contents inside of the box will not contain any of the materials to make this specific necklace. However, you may have some of these things already in your stash, in your collection, or from boxes that you have gotten before. However, these two patterns, you will get everything you need inside of the Best Box XL, the Best Bead Box XL to make both of these patterns. As you can see, all of these go very well with the Seaside Zen. We have a lot of blues. We do have the starfish in the shell look to it with this turtle shell looking bead. And with all of the blue and the deep black colors, I think that you understand the whole theme they're going for here. The first thing that we're going to be doing is going over the contents for the crystal tassel caps. Starting off, we have the Potomac Crystal Disco Balls in the color Blue Zircon AB. It's an absolutely deep blue, almost capri blue. Very hard to see in this light. We're having a very overcast day. Okay, that's a little better. It does have the AB finish. You can see that clearly with that rainbow shine. These are stunning. I absolutely love that. They're gorgeous. And the disco balls, with as many facets as they have, really reflect light amazingly. Our next item on the list is the Potomac Crystal 2mm Bicone jet 2mm, to be correct. These are so small. They're very small, little bitty, little bitty. I'm gonna put them in a cup because I don't want to drop them. As you can see, just little bitty, teeny tiny bicones in the colored jets. So far, even though we have just 2 colors, these disco balls next to the black bicones look amazing. They just do. Look great. All right, moving on. We're moving on to the Miyuki Seed Beads 11-0, and these are in a really gorgeous color. They are dyed silver lined blue zircon. Check that blue out, y'all. Excuse my nails. Love gardening. It's another one of my hobbies. So they may never be perfect. Again, I'm going to put these into the cup because the color from inside the bag and on a background like that just doesn't do it justice. You need to see through these things. Look at them. Gorgeous shine to them. It's almost like the Capri blue. I guess we're calling it a zircon. It is the zircon blue, but it has such a beautiful outer coating color. It's not a coating, but just the outer glass color. I think they're gorgeous. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. The next item on our list is the Miyuki Seed Bead 15-0 in gilt line silver. I love the kind of milky, opaque outer coating that these have. And it almost looks gold even though it says silver. It has a hint of gold, but I do now, once I have it poured into this cup, I do see the silver now. Very pretty beads for sure. And again, as always, everyone says they're always looking for more 15-0s. Me too. I'm so happy to receive these 15-0s. Anybody else like bead soup? I absolutely love bead soup, but I'm not trying to make it out of all of the contents in this box. Let's just try to keep them together here. All right, now our next item for the crystal tassel caps is the 2 tassel pieces. These are blue. They're in the color cotton teal, and they are 18mm. These are super cute, absolutely adorable color. I think that it gives you not only a project, but much more after you're done making the project to keep on creating and use these elements in so many more other projects in the future. That does conclude everything that we have when it comes to the crystal tassel caps. Sometimes they come in heat sealed bags and not resealable bags, and I love to take them and put them into the proper size bags. There's nothing to me worse than packaging something for your own collection and putting it in a container or a box or a bag that is way too big, and then you have to fold it up or you can't find it. I find that putting them in bags that fit them perfectly, like this right here, works best for me. So I'm going to package the rest of these supplies up, and I'm going to move on to our next pattern and come back. So before I left, I forgot to add one thing. The last items that were on this crystal tassel cap pattern, these are 4 ear wires, and they are the ball ear wires. They are also the 20 by 10.5mm, and you have 4 earring backs that go with them. I'm going to take these and I'm going to lay out everything that we got for this pattern to give you a really good idea of how I package my things, as well as everything that came together to make this gorgeous pattern what it is. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in here for you. Stunning beads as usual from Potomac. Here is one last look at everything that came with the crystal tassel caps pattern. You have your, again, Crystal Disco Ball 6mm in Zircon AB Blue. The Miyuki Seed Beads, these are the 11 O's dyed silver lined blue zircon. This is the Miyuki Seed Beads 15 O's, the gilt lined silver. This is the Potomac Crystal Bicones 2mm jet. These are the tassels, the cotton teal 18mm, and again, finally, the ear wires simple ball 20 by 10.5mm. This was an awesome pattern. I can't wait to try it myself and then to play around with the other colors and beads that we have gotten in this. Okay, moving on, we're going to be looking at our yoga bracelet contents and what comes for this. The materials for the 16 to 18 wrap bracelet, that's in inches. It was designed by Ali Buckman. The first thing that we are going to be getting into for this project is the Potomac Crystals Bicones in 4mm, and these are in light sapphire AB. They're really pretty. They definitely have that darker hint of blue. Very seaside. Very seaside. Really pretty. I'm going to lay these here so you can just keep an eye out on everything that comes with this pattern. Our next item is the O beads in Crystal Labrador Full. Let me see if I can get these in. I see silver, that's what I see. But I love O beads, they're very gorgeous. So far, we have our Potomac Crystal Bicones in 4mm, and these were in the color, these were in the color Sapphire AB. Absolutely gorgeous. These are the O beads, and those were in the Crystal Labrador Full. The next item on our list is the 3mm faceted rounds, and these are in the color Turquoise. Super cute color. I think it goes really well with this yoga bracelet, very boho theme to it. Gotta love boho. My family, my husband, bohemian. Moving on, we have our, and this happens to be one of my favorite items, I'm sorry for shaking the table, favorite items on this list, and this is the Czech Faceted Rounds Tortoise 4mm. I love the look of the tortoise, and this is one of those that you definitely have to see where you can see through them. Look at it. So pretty and stunning how you can see some of the creamy browns, but at the same time you get almost this citrine yellow, very pale, some of them even orange, but I think that's just what makes it such a great reference to a tortoise shell. Beautiful. These are one of my favorite beads. Honestly, I love this. I think this is one of my favorites so far that we have gotten in this entire box. Moving on, we have the natural wood Rondelles in 3x5mm. They're a very dark wood. Some of them, as you can see over here, kind of have a little bit of a cherrying effect, like a cherry wood. Like those. The next item, I'm going to hold up a card that came with it. It is Dragon Cord by Bead Tree. This card says new, Dragon Cord by Bead Tree. This new Tex 210.5mm cord is of a medium weight and made from quality 3-ply nylon cord that can be used for kumihimo, macrame, bead crochet, and stringing. And even better, it is made in the USA. As a subscriber, you get to be the first to try out this revolutionary product, as it is coming soon to PotomacBeads.com. So it seems that this new string that I'm about to show you is something that they're looking forward to. It must be a really, really good, strong string. This is what it looks like. It is honestly, I want to say a pewter. It didn't say what color this was, but to me it looks like a very pewter with a hint of, I mean, on my camera it's not showing it, but a hint of green, just a hint of green. Gorgeous. I can definitely see myself making this project for sure. Our next item is the Pewter Button. This will be used for the clasp. It's a really, really, really gorgeous button. As you see, you have detailed leaves in here. You also have this really pretty flower. Lots of detail on this button. I could see it aging well. Like I said about metals, there are a lot of times where I can't see myself using it because of how it may age. But when it comes to certain things like the buttons or some spacer beads or certain things that could be considered like an antique brass or may look really good as it ages, I could see that button definitely aging and becoming really pretty with both of these two beads here with that aging. Our last item on the list of things that come for this pattern is the charms. These are the Starfish Charms in pewter. They are not double-sided, but they are extremely cute. Let me get these in here for you to see. Super cute charms. The button, another look at this button. Really pretty button. Another look at these turtle beads, the tortoise shells. Very pretty. So I'm going to package all of this up. I will show you what my package looks like and the packaging in one final look when I'm finished. Here's one last look at everything we've gotten for the yoga bracelet pattern. All of these items came all together to make this pattern. But as I said earlier, you can use all of these items to create anything you want. This is just inspiration idea. In the next portion of this video, we're going to be going through the extra things for your collection or for your stash. Our first item for beads for your stash or collection from the Potomac Bead XL box is the Czech Faceted Rondelle Beads 6x9mm in crystal travertine. They do resemble the tortoise shell a lot. However, the travertine on the ends, on both sides by the holes, really are what gives it that tortoise shell look. But when you turn the bead sideways, you can see through it in quite a lot of directions. So I'm going to put this here so that you can see what I'm talking about. You see the browns from the travertine, but also this clear area that you have within each bead. These are beautiful. I love them. They're stunning. Our next item that we have from Potomac Beads for our collection is the Potomac Crystal Drops, the 3x5mm in metallic blue iris. Very pretty. Such a pretty bead. I do not think, no, they are not transparent in any way. Such a really pretty color. I feel like they are always best shown off, or you can move them around more. Such pretty blues reflecting back. I see light blues, ice blues, teals, and very deep blues in there as well. Moving on, we have the Cali Beads in jade. I have never seen these before, so when I show these to you, you may be new to these as well. They are a 3-hole bead, and again, it's called the Cali Bead. Such a unique bead. on their sides where the holes are, you see that they have 3 holes and they're kind of shaped like an iris, but when you turn them where the holes would be going side, it is like a tiny rectangle, almost like what the crescents look like on the back when they're in a piece. I think these are so fun. I love bead weaving, and this is just the right item for that. So perfect. I'm gonna put them in the cup so you can see more of a up close, clear, well, if I could get it up close, right? Pretty. That's a pretty color. Very turquoise, even though it says it's in jade. It is a very turquoise color. Our next item is something that I've worked with before, and I love them. They're so perfect for bead weaving and many other projects, but that's just something I love to do. Storm Duo beads, and this time we have them in the Jet Red Luster metallic finish. Even though it says a Jet Red Luster, these are so green. Like, that might just be what they say, but I see 0 red. I see nothing but metallic, like a olive, deep, foresty green. That's what I see when I look at that. Super green, metallic. Maybe you will too. Let me see one on that. Moving on, we have, and I'm gonna have to open this package. This is the Miyuka Delica 11 O's in black. Just simple black Miyukis. One thing that I and everyone loves about the Miyukis is how awesome they lay when you are trying to do any brick stitching, peyote stitching, or anything where you need the beads to lay completely flat together to create a seamless look. Miyukis are there for you, for sure. That is one thing for sure. So far, I'm loving everything that's supposed to be an addition to your stash. I'm going to expand just a little bit so we can add a little bit of room. Our next item is another jade item. However, jade is looking a lot like turquoise to me, but this jade item is the Piggy Bead. Piggy Bead, y'all. Such a cute name, and I can see exactly why they call it that. These are the 4x8 millimeters Piggy Beads. Do you see that? So cute. It is like a little pig nose. And these are in jade, but what I want to mention about these are, if you look close enough, the holes may look centered, but they're not. The holes are one at the top and one in the middle. The beads do not have centered holes like a pig nose, but they are very adorable and rounded on one side, like a dome, and cupped on the other. I'm gonna put these in here, let you have a closer look at these Piggy Beads in jade. Super cute beads, super cute beads. I've never used them. I'm really excited to try them. See what I can come up with. I'm going to work on some of the labels, check on my little one, and I'll be back. I am back. Our next item on our list of things for your collection or stash are Pewter Bead 6mm rigid rounds. This is what they look like. I'm going to pull these out for you. They have a lot of weight to them. Very pretty. I like the ridges and the details in the ridges. They're really pretty. I'm gonna stick these here. Moving on, our next items are, I'm so excited to show this to you. I thought these were completely solid, not transparent in any way, and I am keeping the surprise going by not showing you yet. It is the Fossil Shell in pale turquoise. And it has travertine colors on them. Y'all want to know what they look like yet? Because I know you do. See how these look opaque? They look beautiful by themselves like that, these fossil shells, but just wait. They have green in them, just wait. And they're double-sided, so on both sides. This travertine really takes over. Do you see? Can you see through it? That is gorgeous. And I wish I could really do it justice when it comes to seeing through it, but I just can't. It's not showing up for me. It's a little better. All of that teal that you're seeing is where to see through between the travertine. Gorgeous. These are my fave so far. These are my absolute favorite. I love the way they sound. Beautiful, beautiful, absolutely stunning beads. Beautiful beads. Those are stunning. The next item on our list is the Tubelet Bead in Aztec Gold. I love Aztec Gold. However, I've noticed that it did start to wear a little bit and change the color of the bead over time. But I still love the color. Beautiful color, so many people's favorite, one of my favorites. This is the Tubelet Bead. I have not worked with the Tubelet Bead, however, I have worked with bugles. These are much rounded, much more rounded. They look a little bit shorter, and this doesn't really have the millimeter or how long it is. They're just the Tubelet beads. I think they're very pretty. And one thing I wanted to say about these Tubelet beads is, again, work them into other projects. For instance, your bonus project or our bonus project was this luminous necklace, and it called for Tubelet beads. And in your extra stash kit, you have Tubelet beads. It may not be the color that is in this image, but it works. You make it your own. Do your own thing. That's the whole point. Use your imagination. Tubelet beads, I am excited because I've wanted these so I can make that pattern because I've seen it before and I love it. Just want to make it. Our next item is a glass cabochon 20 millimeter. It is of the Coral Reef Mix. I honestly have not seen a cabochon this pretty. I'm gonna take it out. I've had a couple of floral cabochons. I've seen some checkered cabochons, bird cabochons, but I have never seen a coral reef cabochon. It's such a fun thing to use. Let me see if I can get it zoomed in on right here. On white. It is pretty. Just so pretty. We have a coral reef. It is so pretty. The sheen to it that you get on the inside of this is pretty. Look at that shine. Very pretty. I see all of this now with the other projects coming together to create this beautiful Zen seaside theme. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it coming together. On to something I've never seen before. I'm quite new to the beading game. However, it's been 1 year in this journey and I love to learn. There's lots to learn, and even though I learn as much as I can, there is still so much I haven't seen. These are the sharp triangles in matte patina. So I'm gonna cut these open and get these into a container for you to look at. These are so strange. I'm gonna have to zoom in. And in order to zoom in so you can actually see what I'm talking about, since they're so tiny, I have to use my finger. Right. So the hole goes through this extremely tiny triangle. 3 sides. And the finish on this, it says, is a matte patina. When you look at them all together, you see hints of teal, blues, greens, and gold, maybe a little bit of bronze. That's really fun. Never seen them before. I could see those as being really cute spacers. I'm sorry if it keeps unfocusing on you. I'm still working with a new filming rig. Not really sure how I'm going to continue on with it, but anyways, our next item is the Round Duo Mini Beads in Jet. Mini duos are fun. I've used the round duos. I've never used the mini duo rounds. 2 hold round beads. And the holes, they run parallel to each other. Adorable. We only have a few more items left in our box, and I am excited to show you the last of these items. Our larger item is the Bead Stoppers. In a way, that's so awesome. Never used them. I'm not gonna take them out. They're just huge springs. But I could see this working really well with holding your string and keeping your beads on, being bead stopper, right? Our next item we have is the Rizzobi in Crystal Labrador Full. The Rizzobis are extremely cute in that they look like a little tiny grain of rice, and their holes are drilled on the very top of each little grain of rice, as I would like to think of it. But they are the Rizzo beads. Super cute beads, many uses. You can use them as drops in the place of daggers, in place of, like I said, drops themselves. Our last item from the box is the Pewter Bead Frame, oval or silver. These are fun. They go around a larger bead and you can string through both the bead and through the metal oval. Here they are. Very cute. However, we don't have a bead that size. You could see how you can use, you know, if you used a bigger millimeter bead in there, it would work out great. But I love them, never worked with them. I think they would be great focal pieces for a bracelet. If you want to make an earring or pendant, you can use the pendant top up here and put a drop down here with the bead in the center. Same with the earrings, and just have them hanging. That would be cute, really cute. I said that that was our last item from our Potomac Bead Box because that really was our last item. However, Potomac Beads sent a small gift. It does a special thank you for subscribing to the Best Bead Box. And I have some Miyuki seed beads in 11-0 in galvanized apricot gold. And this was a free gift. If I've received a free gift, I think one time I did, I received round trios, and in the second box I didn't receive a gift. Honestly, it doesn't matter to me. The beads are gorgeous, and I am really happy with everything that I purchased. I hope that you enjoyed watching the unboxing of the Potomac Beads Best Bead Box XL, the Luminous necklace extra pattern, the yoga bracelet, and the crystal tassel caps for the Seaside Zen theme this month. Here in a moment, I'm going to make sure that I get all of these items packaged up. I'm going to lay out the project items as well as these items so you can get a look at absolutely everything that you get in the Best Bead Box XL. Here is a quick look at everything for your stash or your collection that came in the Potomac's Best Bead Box XL. Okay, next I am going to reference how I package my materials for projects when I plan on doing them. So let's say I plan on doing both of these projects. I have put all of my items that were for each project into bags that fit their size, and then I put all of those bags into a much smaller bag to keep them together to save space. So for our yoga bracelet, I have this package here, which I have contained every single thing to make this project in smaller bags, and then in this bag here. Originally, they came in a really huge bag. And it doesn't fit the pattern, or I really would have kept them together. It's unfortunate that it doesn't, but it saves space and I can put the patterns into my binder. So for this pattern here, this is the package that I have for that pattern. So it's very simple to keep your stuff together, especially if you have a binder for your patterns, or a little, I would say a photo album case that you can stack them in with little dividers to divide which is which, like earrings, necklaces, pendant, or components, and so on from there. And then, you have these small baggies. If you want to number them, label them, put the name of the necklace on them. Label makers are your best friends. But I'm going to now put every single thing on the screen that came in this box so that you can see the total worth of what you get when you pay for this subscription box. In the box we received our 3 patterns, our findings or things that we can use in our projects, metal items, and so on. I'm going to have here. And when I'm done laying all of it out, I'll come back and show you. All right, everyone. So this was the May 2021 Potomac Beads Best Bead Box XL. And these are all of the contents, including the extra pattern and free gift that you get with your purchase.